tonight, months into the pandemic, and gun sales are still on the rise, while local businesses think the trend is continuing.
Plus, reduced to rubble. That's the aftermath after a home exploded near Moose Lake.
And keeping smiles bright. One organization is uniting communities with dental care for those who need it most.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Bakke.
And I'm Anthony Matt. Thanks for joining us. Americans are still stocking up on guns. Sales of firearms first climbed at the start of the pandemic, but business owners are still reaping the benefits into July.
According to the Wall Street Journal, the FBI processed 7.8 million background checks for gun purchases nationwide between March and June. CBS3's Leanne Valdez explains why.
Every day new people walk through the door. It's great.
Dead on Arms, a gun shop and shooting range in Cloquet, is staying busy.
It is picked up quite a bit.
Owner Chad Walsh says gun sales are hitting an all-time high.
I mean, firearm sales are up. They're about up 300% from last year.
The same goes for permit to carry classes.
They're up about 225 to 250% from last year. That's a huge number.
Walsh says he's having a difficult time keeping up with the demand.
You know, we make our own ARs here, and we're having problems getting parts from the actual machine shops because the demand is so high.
He credits the uptick in sales to the nation's current climate.
People, they're nervous.
A mix of the pandemic, civil unrest, and the movement to defund the police that's shifted people's needs and wants.
You know, normally we find an uptick in March, April, May in gun sales, but this year was unusual due to all the civil unrest and everything that's going on with the pandemic.
Having a background in law enforcement, Walsh says people could also just be using their Second Amendment right.
Yes, law enforcement will get there when they can, but it is your ultimate responsibility to protect you and your family.
Dead on Arms isn't alone. Superior Shooters Supply says their gun sales have doubled since last year.
The Wisconsin DNR says it's made a tentative decision to approve permits with modifications for the Line 5 relocation project. We reported Tuesday environmentalists sent the DNR a letter arguing that the pipeline's new route isn't finalized and its permit application is not complete. That's on the heels of a public hearing held on July 1st following the company's application to the DNR, which it contends included the route proposal. Enbridge is rerouting Line 5 in response to a lawsuit filed by the Bad River Band, which seeks to force the removal of 12 miles of pipeline off the reservation. Enbridge officials say there are a few items they will continue to modify as part of the permitting process. And Dave's here for a quick look at the weather. Dave, beautiful, beautiful day across the Northland today.
Yeah, for about 95% of us. The other 5% do have a threat for some showers here tonight. Still dealing with the wraparound of the low-pressure system that brought rain the other day. It's not out of the picture yet. This picture of Ely looks gorgeous, so the chance for these showers is along the Mesabi and Vermilion ranges up towards the Canadian border, but Ely isn't getting them right now. Beautiful picture outside there by Robinson Lake. Here's a look at the picture of the upper Midwest, and spinning to our north is that low pressure system like I mentioned from the other day, and now it's pushing a trough, an upper level trough of lower pressure in through our area, and that's why we're seeing those showers kicking up from International Falls and heading towards the Ely region. 30% chance north of Duluth will get some of that here tonight, and a 20 to 30% chance the rest of the region will catch up tomorrow. Thursday day planner says partly cloudy in the morning, but then partly sunny in the afternoon, with that 30% shot for the showers on the way back home. That's Thursday's situation. Friday's just might pack more of a punch late at night as another round of storms could come calling, and we'll take a look at the timeline for that coming up after a little bit of time here.
Thanks, Dave. We're learning more tonight about the moments leading up to a house explosion near Moose Lake that left 2 women with serious injuries.
The explosion happened shortly before 9 o'clock last night just off Main Street in Silver Township. John Cardinelli spent the day on scene and brings us the latest.
Last night when we were here, crews were battling smoke, and it was dark out. It was pretty hard to tell the amount of damage that is done to the property. But take a look now that the sun's out. You can see the home is just completely obliterated. Debris all over the property. And look at this right here. There is a door blown pretty far away from the foundation. You could just tell the amount of force that occurred during this explosion. And tonight, we're learning new details about what exactly happened here. Today, the Carlton County Sheriff's Office said 2 women were home at the time of the explosion. A 75-year-old woman was injured and made it outside, but a 52-year-old woman was trapped in the basement for some time. The 52-year-old was able to get out of the basement before responders arrived. She told authorities that the house exploded after she turned on the furnace. Kettle River Fire Chief Kyle Reel says it took a lot of effort to put out the fire.
It was a longer fire, for sure. The fact that the debris was spread out all over the place made it a little tougher, and there were some safety issues. We had got to go a little slower just to make sure we didn't fall into the basement. There was an overhead power line that took a while for the power company to get there.
Both women were airlifted to a Duluth hospital with serious injuries. Authorities have not identified them. The exact cause of the explosion is also still under investigation. And coming up tonight at 10, we hear from the Kettle River Fire Chief how you can prevent something like this happening from your property.
All right, thanks, John. George Floyd's family filed a civil rights lawsuit against the city of Minneapolis today and the 4 officers charged in his death. The lawsuit accuses the officers of violating Floyd's rights when they restrained him. It also says the city allowed a culture of excessive force, racism, and lack of accountability at the police department. A lawyer for the family called the killing of black people by police a public health crisis. He went on to say the goal of the suit is to make it too expensive for police to kill minorities. The city is reviewing the suit and plans to respond.
This is the tipping point. This is the tipping point for policing in America. This is a public health crisis.
The officers' body cam videos were made public today, but they can only be viewed at the Minneapolis courthouse by appointment.
Millions of dollars in grants are being shelled out to help Minneapolis businesses recover from damage sustained during the riots protesting Floyd's death. The Lake Street Council announced nearly $3 million in grants for 175 damaged businesses. Businesses or nonprofits could apply for up to $25,000 in grants to rebuild or replace damaged inventory. More than 70,000 people, corporations, and foundations donated for the recovery of Lake Street. Now, because the council saw so many requests for support, they have allocated an additional $1 million for grants, which they will review over the next few weeks.
The Duluth firefighter cited for assaulting a woman on a hiking trail is now on paid administrative leave. It happened Friday morning on the city's Traverse Trail. The 65-year-old woman told police she asked 48-year-old Conrad Sunday to leash his 3 dogs. That's when he allegedly assaulted her. Duluth Fire Chief Sean Creuset says Sunday is now on paid leave pending the results of an internal investigation. Police cited Sunday for 5th-degree assault and dog off leash. A recent audit shows some unemployed Wisconsinites either got too much or not enough benefits from the state. The data is from April. The errors came as the state processed additional federal aid to help people out of work during the pandemic. The audit called on the state to determine how many people were sent incorrect amounts and how much, then report back by mid-August.
To wear a face mask when shopping at Walmart or Sam's Club starting next week. The nation's largest retailer said the policy will go into effect at all stores on Monday. They want to give the company time to inform stores and customers. Walmart spokespeople say about 65% of its more than 5,000 stores and Sam's Club's locations are in areas where there is already a mandate on face coverings. The retailer also said it's creating a new health ambassador role at Walmart stores and will have them near the entrance to remind customers about the new requirement.
Today marks the end of a 3-month extension to file your taxes. The extension was made due to the pandemic. While your taxes are due today, you may face a long wait for your refund. IRS officials say the delay is due to limited staffing. It's affecting mostly those who filed paper returns. They added more than 20 million Americans took advantage of the extended deadline.
Many school-based preventative programs were put on hold when students switched to remote learning. This week, the United Way of Northeastern Minnesota restarted their Smiles United program. It works in conjunction with Children's Dental Services based in Minneapolis. They provide uninsured children and families dental care on site at the United Way and local schools. Since starting back up, dental staff have had to make changes to scheduling and cleaning procedures.
just trying to play catch up now with the kids that, you know, we didn't get to see in March, April, May, and June.
Dental staff came back at the beginning of July, but this is the first week they've been taking patients.
Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, a possible breakthrough in testing. That's what a Minnesota-based company is working toward as they continue efforts in the fight against COVID-19.
Sunshine returned today, and so did the warm spell. High went to 83. Normal is 77. I'll talk about the length of this latest go-around with the warm trend, and we'll also talk about showers now, leading into bigger storms come Friday night. That's all right after this break.
Live, local, CBS 3 News at 6 with Kristen Vaki, Anthony Matt, Kelly Hinson, and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live, local, CBS 3.
Catch Eye on Parenting every Thursday at 6 with me, Leanne Valdez, on CBS 3.
Play It Again Sports carries the largest selection of both new and quality used ice hockey equipment, skates, sticks, and goalie gear you need to play the game. With lacrosse being the fastest growing sport in the Northland, trust their knowledgeable staff to outfit you with the right equipment at the right price. Play It Again Sports, Duluth and Superior.
On the south shore of the greatest of the Great Lakes, Mother Nature's artistry is on full display in the Apostle Islands National Lakeshore. The best way to see it is on board Apostle Islands Cruises, located in the quaint city of Bayfield, Wisconsin. Visit our website at apostleisland.com. Apostle Islands Cruises, the best way to visit the Apostle Islands.
Hello, I'm Steve Little, owner of Bath Planet. We are excited about the reopening of our economy, so in celebration, I'm extending our special financing offer until the end of July. Right now, we are offering 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments for 2 years, so you can get the work done now and not have to pay for it until 2022. This offer ends July 31st, so call us today or go online to take advantage of this amazing offer. Bath Planet, out of this world service and down to earth price.
Day gets easier.
No one serves you better than Lulich Implement.
Welcome back to gaming excitement in downtown Duluth. Fond Duluth Casino is currently open 10 a.m. to 2 a.m. daily with a large selection of slot games available to brighten your day. The entire gaming floor is currently non-smoking with social distancing and COVID-19 protocols in place. We want you to have fun, but also stay safe when you visit. Log on to fondduluthcasino.com for the most up-to-date information during these ever-changing times. We're looking forward to seeing you smile under that face cover while you
have a great time out at Fond Duluth.
When severe weather hits, tune to CBS 3.
Tonight at 10, we'll be out here in the storm.
For up-to-date coverage morning and night.
Stay away from here.
Live local weather coverage on CBS 3 Duluth.
The horses are in the starting block. Game on! New York Giants. Tiki Barber! Extra special guest. Ted Jones! Venus is a legend. Tiki Barber, NFL legend. What's up, Rob? Crank it up to 10.
Are you seriously doing this?
I live for danger. Is he okay? Game on tonight at a new time, 9/8 Central on CBS.
Watch Dave, Caitlin, and Austin for local weather you can trust on CBS. CBS 3 Weather is brought to you by Lulich Implement. Now, the CBS 3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
There is a threat of rain to the north of Duluth, but to the south of Duluth, along with much of the rest of the region. Gorgeous day today thanks to high pressure taking back over. Sky is blue, and the puffy clouds are of the innocuous variety, though they could pack more of a punch and become a little more sinister Friday night into Saturday morning when our next organized line of stronger storms comes to call. So a couple of showers here and there today and perhaps tomorrow. Much of the day on Friday will look very convincingly calm, But then again, the action could come later on that night. We'll show you all that action with the 7-day forecast in a little bit. Right now, we cast our eye, of course, upon the current conditions at the airport here in Duluth. 82 degrees, relative humidity 35%. So dew points are on the lower side. It's comfortable even though it's warm out there. Come Friday, it'll get even warmer than 82, and the dew points will go back up into the upper 60s. It'll be humid, it'll be warm. That's material and fuel to use for storms, and that's when we'll get that next good chance. Westerly wind right now is going 13 miles per hour, and 1,013 millibars is our air pressure, which is a click or two on the higher side. 70 to 75, that's where the temperatures place in the Upper Peninsula right now, and we're eyeing up 78 to 83 in northwestern Wisconsin. Minnesota numbers, they're roughly running from about 70 to even 84 degrees. That little cool down International Falls, as they got a downpour, that's gone by, and so sun's back out. Temperatures went back up to 72 from about 63 only a half hour or so ago. So rapid recovery as far as those temperatures go. And here's a look at that rain in the northern parts of Minnesota right now. It's a 30% chance your town up north will get it if you haven't seen it quite yet. It's associated with the low pressure system that some towns still dealt with yesterday. Center of that low is to our north. It's still spinning. It's creating a trough of lower pressure up aloft, which of course isn't that potent, but it is paying off like we've shown here north of Duluth, and could continue to do so till about sunset tonight. Then the heat energy that helps support that upper level trough will go away, and we'll take a break until tomorrow when the same trick can happen again. There's the trough, there's the low, battling higher pressure settling in at the same time. So we'll go back and forth between sunshine and cloud and a couple of showers tomorrow. That's Thursday and Friday's forecast. Friday, I think the high will win out more, and so it'll be sunny and dry and calm during the daylight hours. Late at night, though, that's when things change up as a new low pressure system comes in. 80% chance for potentially strong storms late Friday night through at least Saturday morning. Then Saturday afternoon, calm once again. Forecast tonight in Minnesota, we're looking for lows in the 50s with showers north and a partly cloudy sky south. It should be partly cloudy for everybody in Wisconsin and Michigan with lows there in the mid-50s. For tomorrow, Wisconsin and Michigan get into the low 80s once again. 20% chance for the afternoon rain from the trough there. 30% chance for it to hit Minnesota with high temps about 77 to 83. Then come Friday, it gets warmer, 86. Fuel for the night storms. That sounds like a band and an album, Tony. Then Saturday, 80% chance for those storms to continue through the morning hours. Finally breaking and giving way to cooler, calmer conditions once again by Sunday.
You mentioned obviously it was hot today, but you mentioned those overnight temperatures in the 50s. That's pretty good sleeping weather.
For now.
Yeah.
As dew points go up, though, you'll see that by Saturday morning, temperatures go up too, and it may be a little bit sticky and uncomfortable. So sleep well now.
Yeah.
Bank your time.
Thanks, Dave.
Efforts to make testing quicker and easier are picking up steam. Minnesota-based 3M could soon play an even bigger role in fighting COVID-19.
The company is already the world's largest producer of N95 respirators. Now, it's partnering with MIT for a COVID-19 test that shows results in mere minutes. Bill Hudson explains.
Fast, accurate, and widely available testing remains a major problem in the fight to control COVID-19. It's something scientists at 3M and the Massachusetts Institute of Technology hope to change.
We're attempting to create what is essentially a low-cost, highly accurate, simple test that's accessible by millions.
The two powerhouses are partnering on a rapid antigen test that returns COVID results in minutes, not days. It will use a paper strip to detect the virus fragments. A major challenge is to make it as accurate as the widely used PCR testing.
Something that you can pick up either in a pharmacy, doctor's clinic, that's very easy to use, very simple. You get a result very quickly, and it's still highly accurate and accessible.
MIT is banking on 3M's manufacturing might to source vital materials and quickly scale up mass production.
It's in our nature, it's in our culture. We've done it for a lot of different products where we've been able to innovate and create something new to the world, and this definitely would be something new to the world.
And a game changer by eliminating delays as we struggle to reopen schools and business.
We're going as quick as we can.
If given FDA approval, 3M says it could turn out millions of rapid test kits each day.
A team of 50 scientists and researchers are working on the concept. While there's no timeline, if proven accurate and effective, 3M would immediately rush the kits into production.
Up in sports, the Wild introduced their newest top prospect, plus a big change for the Packers at this year's training camp. All that and more coming up right after the break.
The West Outlet is open for business. Now save up to 40% off store-wide.
CBS3 live cams are brought to you by Kohler Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. You're not just getting a car, you're getting Kohler.
You are not alone. Our whole community is pulling together, from your healthcare team to your first responders to your police force, to keep our community healthy and safe. If you can, please stay home during this time. This will slow the spread of the virus and can help save lives. By staying apart, we keep our community together. For the latest on COVID-19, please visit the CDC and Minnesota Department of Health websites. We're ready. We're united. We're here.
This right here is confidence in a bottle. It just gives you such a boost of confidence.
Not only does it change you on the outside, but something on the inside, knowing that you're looking better.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt in my life.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Well, today we're going to see one for ourselves and let you be the judge. It's called Plexiderm, and lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock, and what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes in as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. Even watching the video, this is a real, it's a model, but it's a real guy with real bags underneath his eyes. And I did this to my father. We were at home. I had the timer on, and we were screaming. 4 minutes, 34 seconds, completely gone.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. These lines bother me. They really do. And this is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. So it targets all those problem areas.
So this would be a daily thing? Or
It absolutely could be a daily thing, but the way you want to do it is you want to have a clean, dry face. You use a small amount because it's so powerful. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
At our $14.95 price, it's the best way to try Plexiderm and see it work for yourself after your first application. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
It's 2020 summer clearance time at Duluth Dodge. Purchase a new Jeep Cherokee and finance for 84 months at 0% interest. Wow, 0% for 84 months. Only at the new Duluth Dodge, 4755 Miller Trunk Highway or DuluthDodgeMinnesota.com.
As recently signed, Minnesota Wild Russian project Kirill Kaprizov eagerly awaits his arrival in North America. He met with the media for the first time this morning via a Zoom call. General Manager Bill Guerin lifted up the jersey he normally would hand over to his young star player. The jersey is already even up for sale in the Wild Hockey Lodge. Kaprizov says he has been quarantined back home and is excited to meet his new teammates in Minnesota.
Не так просто было долго ждать, так думали, что...
He is grateful for his agent and for the team and for everybody who helped him in this process. And he knows everybody is waiting for him, and he can't wait to put on the jersey himself as well. And he hopes that's going to happen sometime as soon as next week, and he's really eager and excited to join the team.
So the college ranks former St. Scholastica goalie Lexi Tomacek and UWS forward Eva Reinertsen were named nominees For a prestigious award on Tuesday, the duo is up for the 2020 NCAA Women of the Year Award. Both earned that honor after having stellar seasons this past winter. Reinertsen led the Jackets on the hardwood, averaging 17 points and 8 rebounds per game with a 47.7 field goal percentage. And on the ice, Tomacek holds just about every CSS goaltending record, holding career records for wins, saves, and save percentage among a number of other categories. The top 9 finalists will be announced later this fall. The University of St. Thomas and St. Paul made it official today. They're taking all sports to Division I. The women's hockey team will be joining the WCHA, which means they'll be seeing the Bulldogs a couple of times every season. The men's hockey team is currently awaiting a decision on their conference placement. As for the Tommies football team, they'll join the Pioneer Football League. The rest of the athletic teams will join the Summit League. St. Thomas will play out the rest of the 2020-21 academic year in the MIAC before officially making the transition next fall. The Tommies were involuntarily removed from the MIAC last May. Finally, training camp will have a different feel for the Green Bay Packers as the team announced that there will be no fans in attendance at all training camp practices, as well as Packers family night and any home preseason games. Packers president and CEO Mark Murphy said they made the difficult decision after consulting with local health officials and reviewing league and CDC guidelines. Packers family night, which is an annual tradition, will still take place, but fans will have to enjoy the scrimmage in front of their own TVs. Now that's going to do it for sports. We'll have more back here at 10. Kristen, Tony, back to you.
Thanks, Neil. Tonight on the CBS3 News at 10, Duluth's new superintendent has been on the job less than a month, and he's already being tasked with having tough conversations. Right now, the school board is discussing the future of school resource officers in local schools. Later tonight, we're sitting down with the superintendent to learn more about what he thinks the future of the role should be in Duluth schools.
A kayaker down south is lucky to be alive after a scary encounter with an alligator.
Yeah, Pete Joyce was navigating a swampy section of a North Carolina river when the pushy predator showed up. The alligator slammed into the kayak's side, tipping Joyce into the water. Luckily, he was able to grab a tree branch to avoid being turned upside down. He says the video doesn't do the encounter justice and says the close call left him with a different appreciation for alligators.
Ooh.
I would imagine.
No kidding. How scary.
Whew.
Yeah. All right, Dave, more sunshine continuing as we move into the evening?
For most of us, yes,
Okay.
indeed. But again, keep in mind, Iron Rangers do have a chance for some showers. Some towns have already received some, could continue till about sunset, then fade away, at least until tomorrow afternoon when they could return again. A little trough of lower pressure brings a 20 to 30% chance for showers Thursday afternoon. Then much of the day on Friday will be warm, sunny, and calm, high near 86. And don't let that fool you, of course, because there's a new low pressure system coming around that late Friday night through portion of Saturday brings an 80% chance for more showers and thunderstorms, the organized variety that could become strong enough to be called severe. They in turn go away, along with much of the heat and humidity, by Sunday when it's a little bit calmer, cooler, and more collected. In fact, we could say goodbye to the 80s for a while as early as Monday, and the long warm spell may be gone at least for 3 days.
All right. Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you again at 10.